Well, hello Libra. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Libra, I'm going to go ahead and just channel from the tarot. We'll see what comes from it. If I feel like pulling from the oracles, I will. But let's go ahead. This is for Libra. This is going to be for general. I'm going to try to include everything, starting with one card. And that card for you is the Moon. Wow. I will say that the Moon has, like these significators that talks about disappointment. It talks about the way that you feel, possibly the way that you feel right now or the way that you've been feeling. Sometimes it's like it shows how you will feel in the future about a certain situation. And, the Moon card, could feel like you need a hug. You may feel like you need a hug because you've been through a lot of devastating things. For some of you, you could feel like there has been a lot of ruin in your life, devastation that you've experienced. And I'm saying over, some time, not just now. This could be over the last few years. But I have something to tell you. There's healing on the horizon for you, Libra. Yes. The Moon card have a tendency to fluctuate, meaning the fluctuation of your mood, because it's like the waxing and all that, right? The cycle of the moon change. And I feel like you have been trying to stabilize your energy, ground your emotions for a very long time because of things that you have been experiencing. And so I do see a grounding. I see a stabilization. I see that you are going to be more grounded. And there's fortune on the horizon. There's change and healing on the horizon for you. Now, one thing I have been doing is paying attention to the pictures here. You see, you got two different buildings back here, right? Anytime you see red in a picture, it's like the urgency of something. Like you guys may have needed, something something really needed to be taken care of. Like there was this urgency in a certain area in your life. It could be with love, like, what should you do in a love situation? If you feel sad and depressed, should you leave the person? And, some of you guys may have been in a very toxic situation with someone, a family member as well, right? Where you knew you needed to take action because it was so urgent, the way that you were feeling. There was this sense of emergency. And for a lot of you, you've been at this place where it has been a sense of emergency because of something, right? This is what we were talking about, stabilizing your energy, grounding your energy. You've been through some shit. Okay. And if you notice the buildings, it's got all those different rocks on there. So this is how I know it hasn't been just one thing. It hasn't been just one thing. No, ma'am. No, sir. Anything rocky like that, baby, it is rocky, which is the reason why that red crystal, that jewel is there. Because that was what you've experienced. You've experienced all these different rocky situations. And, you were almost like in a state of emergency, like you needed things to work out soon, quick, help, hurt, like I'm hurt, like I need help. Okay. And you've been hurt emotionally. Some of you guys have been hurt financially, possibly. You get the point, right? Now, if you pay attention to the building right next to it, it's smooth. And usually with anything with purple, it's like a royalty. Things smoothing out. There's a sense of purpose with this card, right? So with that tower. So it's like you go from this urgency to like things smoothing out, and now you feel like royalty. because things are starting to smooth out for you. And if you actually take a look at the picture, if you take a look at her, look at the muscles she has. Like, you don't get muscle by sitting down. You have to really work at it, grind at it. Sometimes there come tears that come with trying to gain muscle. But she's a warrior. Okay? And, you know, I always associate the moon with Pisces. I know some people don't, but I always associate the moon with Pisces. So it's a spiritual element that's here as well. There's a spiritual element. So what have you learned? What have you gained? And like I said before, just looking at her, she is like in the water, right? Because her emotions, like the way that she feels, is still attached to her power, but she's standing up. And so I see that a lot of you guys are basically at this place where you have, you know, experienced some tribulation, and things are about to smooth out for you, definitely. Oh yeah, healing is on the horizon here for you, Libra. You know, sometimes with the moon card too, it's the hidden things, because it's the mother. There's things that you don't see. There's people that you don't see at first. Okay, but now the moon has to be perfected, because the moon, you know, it gives you your superhuman sensory perception. You're able to start seeing things that you usually don't see on the surface. So I see that, you know, there's some superpowers that you guys are gaining with that moon card. Let's go ahead. Let's get to Libra. Next card. Ooh, cards flying out everywhere. It's interesting because I'm not going to take that card, but you had the Hangman that tried to come out. And that's you feeling like your life has been at a standstill, like you've been waiting for things, like you've been the sacrificial lamb. Oh, I'm taking it. It didn't pop out and fall, but this was what you just heard. I'm going to take that for you guys because it's a number one. That's in harmony with what I was saying, right? It was in harmony with the fact that there's, you know, it's going to almost feel like a miracle the way your life is going to start turning about, because there's this new energy. Like I said before, there's healing on the horizon, and that magician sometimes can surprise you. You're like, whoa, I didn't think that can happen. Whoa, where did this come from? How did this, you know? So I do see that miracles are going to happen, or for you, it will almost appear to be miraculous the way certain things are going to really happen for you. I love this because it's a number one. It talks about a new beginning. So it's like you've experienced this period of like despair for a lot of you. And then boom, the universe, you know, starts to make things happen for you. Now, if you look at the picture, first thing you're going to notice is the person in the picture, right? Not necessarily everything around it. You're going to notice the person in the picture. The person in the picture has on red velvet, a red velvet jacket. This is remember when I said it's an urgency, it's like an emergency, and it's like the beginning of something. So something is going to happen pretty soon. Right? This is like the 11th hour, right before, like, you know, you're like, oh my God, I'm at the precipice. I need something to happen right now. I need something to happen right now. Now, this could happen in the future, by the way, meaning like, you know, you need an answer to something, and it's going to be answered at the right time, because again, the person is in red. And sometimes you can look at the magician card almost like an angel, right? Or God's answer. And that solution is coming with the magician card. So it's coming soon, because you've already poured your heart out here with the moon card. You already know that something is urgent, and then the miracle happens here with the magician card. So that's the reason why I really like this deck, because they do it perfectly. It's like it's perfect with the way that they drew it. This is going to help you mentally, because, you know, anything with the magician is air, right? I think it's definitely Virgo and Gemini from what I've read. But either way, even if it had nothing to do with air, the person has a sword in their hand. This is creating solutions. This is clarity. This is solving problems. This is victory. And that is the way that you are going into this new era, going into this new beginning, feeling more so powerful because you have overcome the obstacles that you have faced. And again, soon. And I feel like it's, part of that Ace of Sword is communication. Now, the reason why I say that is because you got a cup on the table. Now, that's emotion. Maybe someone wants to clear something up with you. Maybe someone has to tell you something, or someone is going to surprise you with a message of, declaring their feelings for you, declaring their emotions for you. So I do feel like there's going to be someone, and if it could be a new person too, it doesn't have to be anyone from the past, but I feel like that's what you're going to experience with someone soon. There's going to be someone who's going to have feelings for you. They may hold it to their chest at first, but I feel like eventually you're going to know how this person feels. You're going to be very clear about what this emotional experience with someone is going to mean to you. Okay. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. I don't know what that object is right here. This looks like this is something from Egypt. It definitely looks like it's something from Egypt here. So I also feel like some of you could be going to school or something, because Egypt is like, I don't know what made me think schooling. I don't. Okay. But anytime you think of Egypt, it's like, there's always like this studying of it, right? There's always the studying of Egypt. So I don't know. I feel like there could be some schooling or training that could happen coming up here for you, because it's knowledge. Again, knowledge comes from Egypt, or what we know as Egypt, knowledge. You're gaining more knowledge in something. Maybe you're looking into more so, let's say you have your own business or something that you are working on. You are like, I need to get more. I need more knowledge of it. I need to know what else I can do when it comes down to this work or this craft that you have. I also feel like there's this prosperity that's coming with this Magician card, because if you notice that his outfit is not everyone is able to wear this kind of outfit during that time. And I'm looking at the timing of the card. So the very fact that this person is able to afford this type of attire during this time is making me feel like this is going to be your new experience. Like for a lot of you, you're going to experience this energy of wealth, okay? Abundance that's going to come in here for you. It's a changing of the tides here. Definitely see it. Let's go ahead. Let's keep on. Let's get your last card here for Libra. Yeah, it's a new feeling. I keep hearing a new, like a new feeling that you're going to have. Wow, Knight of Cups coming out. Well, we talked about everything else. Love is going to be a pretty heavy topic in 2024 for you. It is someone, right? But also, the Knight of Cups, anything dealing with a knight is like an offer. Whether it's a new job, there's going to be an offer with a new job. We talked about communication. Someone could be calling you about a new job or having a conversation about something new that you could be doing. So I do see there's an offer that's going to be presented to you. I also see traveling, by the way. I meant to say that earlier. You can travel during this time with that Magician card, okay? Love. There's going to be a deep kind of love. If you notice, this person is submerged in water, like they're all the way beneath, they're under the surface. Like there's no head above the water. It's like they're in the water. They're submerged in the water. So I feel like there's going to be some deep emotional experiences that you're going to have with someone. I mean, I really do feel like you are going to have some deep feelings. And I feel like someone is going to have some deep feelings for you. And that could be a part of your miracle. That could be a part of the miracle for you. Like, you may not have experienced this type of feeling ever. It may have been close, but for some of you, you may not have never experienced that. And it's interesting because the moon is here. The moon is not always bad. It's deep. I feel like you're going to have some deep experiences soon. Okay. I feel like, why do I feel like that this is someone who's watching you or know you, or like there's going to be small talk? It's almost like this person is trying to gain information from you. Not in a bad way. There's nothing bad here, okay? But I'm talking on a romantic level. Like, you may not even know that this person likes you. And there's going to be small conversation, small talk. You might like them, right? The way it may start may be like that. But I also feel like it could be someone who's either looking for you or looking at you with this Knight of Cups. This is someone who's very, like, you guys are going to be talking about your experiences. So let's say you had experience with, like, you know, when you were a kid, you had chickenpox. This is just an example, right? I know that most people have had it, right? You just talk about it. They're like, you know, and you talk about how, like, you had the most itchiness on your legs, and this person's like, me too. You guys are going to have similar experiences. This is what you and this person are going to talk about the most. And I feel like you guys are going to be very like-minded. Now, I feel like that can happen on a platonic level too. I don't believe that this is only dealing with love. Okay, I do feel like it's definitely strongly love, but I feel like this can happen on a platonic level where you're like, this person is so cool. This person is so cool, right? And another thing about this person is that, like, they're going to feel the way that you feel. I feel like there's going to be some ups and downs because of whatever reason. I don't know why. In this connection with this person, I don't know if it's because of distance. I don't know if it's because maybe someone travels. I was talking about that traveling thing. So it could be scheduling. But I feel like if there's a disconnect emotionally, because this person has an emotional attachment to you, if there's a disconnect emotionally with this person and you may not know how they feel because there's no communication, you're uncertain, there's no clarity, just know that this person feels exactly the way that you feel. I like the fact that there's someone in your reading who really does care. And there's an emotional attachment with someone here. And it has a potential to go somewhere. It's slow though. And this is what I was trying to say. I could tell there's a slowness here, but whatever it is, it looks promising. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting miracles. And to you, it's going to be more so what you feel will be a miracle to you. What's happening in your life that the universal God is making happen for you. Right on time with the red, right? Like right when you need it. So you know what this means. Now, what I'm going to do is pull a astro card for you. Astro card. This is for Libra. There we go. That's how it flipped. Fourth house. There's a change with your home. Is there a change with your home? And fourth house talks about feeling comfortable. Okay. Feeling comfortable in some way. Oh, look at this. At the bottom of the deck, you have future North Node. Wow. There's definitely destiny involved here. I feel like with that fourth house, with that North Node, there is a change in your home environment. There's a change with you feeling comfortable within your skin. Let me see. Let's read it. I wasn't going to do that, but let's read it. Let's get 42. It says, if you're asking about a project, check that it is well situated. Make sure the people involved feel safe and have a healthy work-life balance. Feeling homesickness. Because see, I see a traveling thing. This talks about not being at home. There's a distance between you and someone. Okay, remember, your home is your heart. It doesn't necessarily actually mean your house. For some of you, it could be your actual home, because I see there could be a move, okay? But there's like someone that you're missing, something that you're missing. And remember when I said there's something going on with you and this person where there could be distance? I feel like that's the obstacle that you may face. But the home is like where you feel comfortable at, okay? And I do feel like there's something here with your fourth house that's being impacted on a great level, okay? There's change. I'm telling you, there's change here. So I don't know what that means for you, but that is what I see. But this is what I have for you right now, Libra. We'll come back soon. Thank you so much, Libra, for coming back to my channel. Again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will be going live tomorrow, because this is going to be posted in the morning. I will be going live tomorrow or today, later in the afternoon, to do cash apps if you guys are interested. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.